Hello world, my name is Outlaw G. I represent Definition here to remind you to always be the best definition of yourself. This is my piece, Duality of Man, and its description. Both you can find in my first poetry book, Being, an introspective look into life. The duality of man shows the two sides to my one mind. My real name is Evan, and I have an alias G. And this shows the duality I have within me. Evan, or E, is the quiet, mild-mannered, observant version of who I am. G, or Outlaw G, is the more outspoken, driven, and brash version of who I am. In my life, I have found that I need to be both E and G. At times, it can be difficult. I try to approach each and every situation with an objective outlook, E, but at times I find myself locked into a very subjective mind state, G. Not saying E is good and G is evil, but more so that E is passive and G is aggressive. I have relied on both sides of my life, picking and choosing my battles accordingly. The problem that still looms is, can I be both at the same time? This to me is the perfect definition of equilibrium that I strive for each and every day, thus giving the term being a whole new meaning. Essentially, I'm trying to be E in G as one solitary being. The duality of man, BEinG. When you look into my eyes, tell me, what do you see? Look past the black and blue and you will see me. But who do you see? Which part of me? Do you see the outlaw rhyming G or the ever mindful Evan, aka E? And which of these am I supposed to be? I am asking you because I don't know if I am truly being. There are always two sides to every story. One side is a downfall, the other is a road to glory. One man's loss is another man's gain. Where one empire falls, another takes its reign. Without pain, you can never really experience joy. Through silence, you can hear the loudest noise. In darkness, you can see the brightest light. And sometimes being wrong is better than doing wrong, because even being wrong can still be right. There are two sides to every coin, like there are two sides to every man. Two faces in most cases not many can understand, not many can comprehend what lies within. Sometimes it's a conflict of the mind, sometimes it's a conflict to live. E was the basis, while G was in stasis. G rose and awoke so that E could face this life and strive truly for greatness. Look deep into my eyes, hear my voice. You know I can't fake this. I hope you're comprehending this composition of infliction on my brain that wanes and weakens my position. I'm just trying to be. But it's hard to explain because there's so much more to me. There's a Jekyll and Hyde that lies deep inside. Deep in my mind there is a great divide. A vexed G and intellect E shows you what grows inside of me. One seeks justice, the other seeks vengeance. One rises above it, the other sinks in it. It's a war of attrition, a walking contradiction, just a battle inside my mind, an alarming condition. But I do have a vision, a perfect definition of what I'm trying to be, a being, more than just being. I want to be E-N-G. This has been the duality of man. If you like what I do, you can add me on Facebook, Evan Geraci, Outlaw G in parentheses. Also, while you're on Facebook, stop by the Definition Official Music page and leave a like and a follow. Follow me on Instagram, OutlawG_Definition, and head on over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Definition Official Music. If you enjoyed the duality of man, you can find it in 11 of my other poems in my first poetry book, Being, an introspective look into life, now available on Amazon.com. My name is Evan Geraci, but you know me better as Outlaw G. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Always be the best definition of yourself, and remember, you define the world. Don't let the world define you.